The question says simplify these two expressions. Okay, so we have two given expression. We have to apply our basic law of indices. How do we go about it? Solution. Okay, so for the first one we have it as x is power 3 divide, okay, 3 is power minus 4 times in the bracket. So we have this as x is power minus 3, 6 power minus 2 is power 3. Okay, now we look at this expression. We are going to apply the division law of indices, okay, multiplication law of indices, and the exponent law. Okay, so we are applying three law at the same time to resolve this. But before that, let us write this expression. Since we have division, okay, so we have to work with this. So this is dividing this, okay, so that means we have this as x is to the power 3, okay, times, since we are dividing, okay, so we have 1 over 3 is to the power minus 4, okay. So at this part, so we have times in the bracket, we have x to the power minus 3, 3 is to the power minus 2, raised to the power 3. So when we work out this, so here we have this as, so for x is to the power 3, okay, we are dividing 1 by 3 is to the power minus 4. So we can have this as 3 is to the power 4, okay, times, so when we look at the bracket, so we are applying the exponent rule, okay, which is a is to the power m minus into n. So what that means is that we multiply the power within with the one that is outside with the external power. So that means what we have in the bracket here, the power, we multiply by the external power. So we have this as x is to the power minus 3 times 2 times 3, okay, and we have this as t is to the power minus 2, okay, times 3, okay. When we apply the exponent law, now we have this as x is to the power 3, okay, times 3 is to the power 4, and at this point we have x, okay, for minus 3 times 3 we have it as minus 9. We have our t, okay, minus 2 times 3 we have this as minus 6, okay. Now we can now take this together since they are like times, okay. We can multiply this together since they are like times. So we have this as x is to the power 3 times, we have this as s is to the power minus 9, okay, times, we have this as t is to the power 4, okay, times t is to the power minus 6, okay, gives us, so at this point we can apply the multiplication law of indices, okay, which says when we are multiplying the same base, okay, what do? We pick out one, we add the power, okay, this is the base, this is the power. So when we have the same base, we pick out one. So we have x, okay, so for 3 plus 9, so that is 3 plus minus 9, okay. So here we have t, okay, for 4 we have that's 4 plus minus 6, okay, so this is t, okay, this is x, okay. Now from here we have this as x, okay, for 3 plus times minus is minus, so for 3 minus 9 we have it as minus 6, okay, so this is t. So we have 4 plus times minus is minus, 4 minus 6 we have it as minus 2. So we have x raised to the power minus 6, t raised to the power minus 2. And for the second part of the expression, we have this as w raised to the power 2 raised to the power n divide, okay, we have this as w raised to the power n raised to the power 3. So when we look at this, we apply two law, so the exponent rule and the division rule, okay. So for the exponent rule, it means when we have expression like this, okay, so what do? We pick out one, we multiply the power, which is this, the internal power and the external power. So here we apply it, so we have w, So we say 2 times m, that gives 2m, okay, divide. So we have this as W. So we have m times 3, we have it as 3m, okay. So here we have, since we have the same base, so the next law we apply is the division law of indices, okay. And that one states that when we have the same base, when we are dividing the same base, okay, what do? We bring out 1, okay, we subtract, okay, we subtract the power, okay. So when we apply this law, we apply it here, we have it as W raised to power 2m minus 3m, okay. So when we apply it, we have this as W. So for 2m minus 3m, we have it as minus m. So we have W raised to power minus m. Thank you very much.